All right, so I'm here with Geoff Harris, Canadian Olympian who participated in the 2012 London Olympic Games in the 800-meter distance.
I tried to get at NatePace as his hashtag and or as his name, as his handle, and it was gone. Someone stole NatePace, so we have to find out who at NatePace is now. Reference to training in Phoenix, we would I would jokingly say, you know, I just did 6 miles at NatePace on Facebook or something like that, and so some of the guys sort of laughed, and it's always been a running joke because the guys, most people won't run with Nate because he runs too fast, or they think he runs too fast, and he doesn't push the pace. He's never trying to he's not out there to beat you or run faster than you. He just runs this speed. He's very consistent. He's very conscious of how fast he's going, so he maintains this very specific pace. So I kind of coined it as NatePace. I was the only one that really ran with him, and I mean, we lived together, so that, you know, all our off-day runs were together. So we get to Flagstaff, and even there, I mean, you know, I did one run with Geoff, and you know, Peter would come out on a run here and there, but really it was just always Nate and I. And that's sort of what we realized, that, you know, we're doing high mileage and quality mileage, and so in 2011 I did it in Flagstaff and through my season, and absolutely it was to my own detriment. It ruined my season. I had a bad foot as it was. I was just running my body down, and it was ruining my workouts, but I was determined I was going to run this pace. So then 2012 came, and I was able to just kind of fit in because I put in that little bit of time in. And so Nate and I kind of say, you know, I mean, there's got to be something to it, in that the two guys from the group that, you know, had big seasons and both PB'd and made the Olympic team were the two guys that, you know, pushed that quality. And so I got a hat made that says NatePace, and I wore that to most of my races. I have a great picture of me at the stadium during his race wearing the hat. So it was literally warm up and cool downs, and then just the off part of the day mileage, which was anywhere, you know, we'd have one long run a day, which for me would get to about 12 miles, and it would be you know, there'd be a surge in there at some point, or a steady state for anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes. That would get down into that, like, you know, 6-minute mile pace. But for the most part, it's always sort of like right at that 6:15 to 6-minute mile pace is what we run everything at. And so anytime I do a steady state, it's not much faster because I'm already pushing it. And I like, it's fun to run with Nate because I'll be trying to carry conversation. And that was kind of, I could see the evolution of my fitness based on how much better I can talk during the runs. The first parts, I mean, I couldn't barely speak because I'm out of breath, and he's just smiling, you know, barely breaking a sweat. But no, we didn't do a lot of that, and we didn't work out on the track, rarely ever. I think we did stride workouts every once in a while, but most of our stuff was pretty much separate. So it was really nice to have that, because you can get tired of someone new after a long time if you're running workouts and mileage and living with them. So this kind of broke it up for us. On the track, we were separate, and then all our mileage.